Hello, beautiful souls, and happy Wednesday. I am Miss Psychic D, here to offer everyone our Mass Conscious Collective Energy reading from this moment forth. I do this weekly. For those who are new, thank you so much. Please make sure that you do subscribe and like and leave a comment if you feel inclined. That would be awesome. I have been super duper excited to do this reading because I feel like we are just about to come out of an older, maybe limiting kind of energy into a more abundant kind of energy. So today's reading is going to be very interesting indeed. For those who don't know, I am a natural born channel. I am a clairvoyant and I use tarot and oracles as my tool. That helps me keep an energetic timeline. That's where I can tap into possible predictions, so to speak, but I don't like calling them predictions. They're more so possibilities, because you are the creator of your own reality after all. But yeah, so please understand that the information I'm about to share is what Spirit believe that we need to know as a mass conscious collective right now. If you do want to know something that's more particular to you and yourself, you are more than welcome to book in for a reading. I will pop all the links down below for you to do that. If you would like to kindly donate to my channel, it helps me out. It's a beautiful way to exchange the energy. If you would like to do that, and thank you to everyone who does each week, I really do appreciate it. All the links will be down below. All right, so Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer the mass conscious collective energies, myself included, something that we may need to know from this moment forth? This can be something that we can expect, some guidance to help us move forward. Anything of that nature. We would love to just know what's coming up for us. All right. Please, once again, guys, the information may not suit anybody, so just take what you need and leave the rest. You know, you may even want to go and watch a past video, because it depends on where you are in your own energetic timeline as to, you know, who this message sits with. All right. Oh, this one doesn't want to come out of my hand. All right, so we've got a fiery climax is approaching. I do believe this has come up a couple of times in past spreads for the mass conscious. So at the end of the day, it's time to try and stay as cool, calm and collected as you can. Things are being exposed. People may find that they're going to get angry regarding a few things. This is because things are coming out of illumination mode at the moment. Things are being exposed. They keep telling me the word exposure, and I'm seeing like the old school photos where, you know, if you take a photo and you get that exposure on it and the whole picture and the whole scenario is ruined. I'm getting that kind of image in my head right now with this fiery climax approaches. So at the end of the day, the only person you have control over is yourself. That includes your emotions and your perceptions and all that sort of stuff. So you have a choice at the moment where you are going to place yourself in fiery situations, or you are getting a heads up now that if they do arise, you need to use your own discernment and be very mindful and careful about where you place your focus and energy and what you participate in, because whatever you participate in life will only create and manifest more of the same. So yeah, don't be surprised if something a bit fiery doesn't come up, you know, with all these secrets being exposed and all that sort of stuff. This can be happening on a mass conscious scale, which is typical when I tap in the mass conscious readings, or it can happen to you in your own personal life. It is a strong time to meditate and contemplate. We've been bantering on about this for months and weeks now, about raising your vibration, really soothing your emotional self, not allowing your emotional self to get away with you to the point that you lose your shit or someone else loses their shit with you or anything of that nature. They just told me all is well. All is well. So if you can, honor yourself enough and honor your emotional self enough to take some time out to meditate and contemplate. And I feel like I want to avoid this fiery climax. I know it's going to happen anyway, but once again, it depends on your participation in that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So it is still time to look at the bigger picture. 9 times out of 10, when you have a bigger picture, a goal, a dream, a desire for yourself, the reason why you want that is because of the feeling that you'll receive from having it. So Spirit are really encouraging everyone at the moment to help you with your emotional space is to look at the bigger picture. Go into your daydreams. Visualize where you see yourself in 12 months. What does it look like to you? What does it feel like to you? Your bigger picture can be manifested regardless of what's happening in the world at the moment, whether you believe that or not. So yeah, a really good pointer at the moment is to not look at things how they currently are or how they've been. It's really important to live, breathe, act, behave, be emotionally attached to how you want your future to be. What's your bigger picture? That's really important right now. I'm feeling a lot of love coming into a lot of situations. So if you are looking for love, I feel like you might find it. It may be a time for you to give yourself a little bit more self-love, self-care, especially if you feel like you're going down a rabbit hole or including yourself into any fiery exchanges. Same cards keep coming out, guys. Nothing will come of this situation. Like, have a self-check at the moment. You might have a fear going on. You might have a worry or a concern, or you're being fed a truth that is someone else's truth, but it's not your truth. It's not your belief. Please remember that you are an extension of positive source energy, and you can have whatever you set your mind to. But whatever's happening at the moment, and I feel like it's something that is fear-based, that is more of a worry or concern, and maybe something that is happening within your own vibration as an individual, or could be happening, on a global scale or whatever. Nothing's going to come of the situation. So it's really important to embrace that knowing, so this card can piss off and it can be replaced with something else in the future. Whoa, look at that. A personal issue reaches resolution. Please go back and check all the other videos. Out of all these cards, the same message keeps coming out. We need to be focused on the solutions right now. We need to be focused on peace. We need to be focused on the resolution of everything rather than problems growing, getting bigger, injustices, all that sort of stuff. Honestly, as a mass conscious collective, we can turn this around. We can turn anything around, but it's got to start with us. If you want more justice, more fairness, more fun and prosperity and joy and all that in your own life, you've really got to create it for yourself, because nothing's going to come of the situations which you are fearing, which you are worrying about, anything like that. So if you do make a choice to stay out of the fire, so to speak, and ground yourself more and soothe your, they just told me water-based, so soothe your emotions to some degree, you will find your resolution. Your answer will come. It's coming. And I'm finding this in my private readings as well. We are in between worlds right now, and it's hard to pull back from what's going on. But it's really important that you do so. Surrender to the divine. Tap into your faith. Talk to spirit. Have a conversation with your past loved ones. Whatever you need to do, raise that vibration enough. Surrender everything to the divine. I have shared many times with those who haven't seen me before or just crossing this video. You can create a God box for yourself. Decorate a box, buy a fancy box, do whatever, and call it your God box. I have two. I have one that I release into, so if I'm having troubles or problems that I don't really want to involve other people in, I write a letter to the universe and put that purging into my God box of release, and then I also have a God box of creation. So every time I find a picture of something, or I receive a little synchronistic event like a coin or a feather or something of that nature, I pop that into my creation box. And when I pop it in, I say, more of that, please, universe. More of that, please. But in the meantime, help me release this. Help me find peace with this. Call upon your angels. They are very active around us right now. They actually get quite insulted when you don't ask them for help, because they have a job to do over there as well. So make sure that you do utilize the non-physical energies at the moment, the divine, and become more confident in yourself, in your direction, in your choices, all that. Confidence is the key to your success right now. It's time to really find your confidence that you are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. That's what they're basically saying. And your hard work is paying off. So don't feel like you're flogging the dead horse at the moment. If you do have an ongoing vibration through your internal dialogue that says, I take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, or nothing's ever working out for me, or it's just too hard, I can't. The current property market is shit. whatever story that you've got going on because of what the world is transmuting right now, that's not the truth. The truth is that you are an extension. There is no lack. You are unlimitless. You are abundant. You are joy. You are prosperity. You are all those things. It's time to tap into your emotional self and accept that and know that to be true, because it is. So our hard work is paying off. A personal issue reaches a resolution. It's important to look at the bigger picture and surrender to the divine right now. Yes, there are many fiery climaxing approaches. There is war happening, so to speak, but we don't want this to be an internal war for you. Really use your discernment on what you have control over and what you don't. Like I said, take some time out to meditate and contemplate, and understand that nothing's going to come of any situation that is injustice or worry or fear or anything of that nature. Perfect. Look at that, guys. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a shift in your money sector. This is to me, the Knight represents a slow moving energy. They just told me it's time to start gathering your resources. So get your shit together, pull yourself together, get in alignment more so with your dreams and your goals and your desires always. They will change all the time. So this is an ongoing process, but we are just about to experience a little windfall of some sort, some good news, some justice, some peace, all that sort of stuff. How can we go wrong with the Six of Wands here? This is a triumph card. This is everyone banding together, getting on the same page, so to speak, at least just standing up for what's right in this world and all that. The important thing is not to do it in a fiery way. It's time to stay more grounded, more balanced, and just know and understand that everything is working out for us. It is working for our highest good. And even if we believe that it's not, or it isn't, or it can't, or whatever, just know that you are safe and protected, because you always will be. Yeah. So if you are setting yourself up for success and you are working on your mindset and really putting your best foot forward, and you're watching your internal dialogue, and you're keeping your eye on the prize, and you're building your confidence in maybe your own matters, whatever you want to do. I mean, my goal at the moment is to get a tiny home and set up on a property in that somewhere. So every time I feel like I'm falling behind, I whip out my Pinterest and get inspired again, or I check my vision board or my diary and pull myself back into alignment with that. So yeah, make sure that you do have a dream of a desire, because whatever it is that you're setting out to do is going to be triumphant. Look, we got the Devil. This is toxic energy. So a lot of you are maybe purging anything toxic. It could be limiting thoughts. It can be stuff you put in your body. It can be people you hang around, your environments, what you pay attention to, all that sort of stuff. But they just told me exposed with this. So if there is any toxic energy that is going around that isn't for the justice and the peace for all and for the highest good of all, it's going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed. So you've got to choose which devil you're going to play with at the moment. The devil you know or the devil you don't. So the devil you don't is typically that fear-based energy. It's the unknown. It's the unsurety, all that. But if you are sure and you believe in divine energy and you raise your vibration and you use Source as your guide and see life through the eyes of Source, which is beauty and wonderment and optimism and abundance and all that sort of stuff, then obviously it's going to happen, because the personal issue is going to reach a resolution and your hard work's going to pay off. So yeah, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Let's just say that. So if you're noticing something toxic and you don't want it, make a positive choice, honor yourself enough to turn a blind eye to it. So we've also got the Strength. Spirit wants you to know that you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. This is the energy of people or mass conscious collective dropping the burdens, dropping the worries, dropping the guilt, dropping anything that is toxic in their life, getting back in touch with themselves and using their strength, using what they can do, not focusing on all those things that they can't do. To move themselves forward. It's part of this resolution. It's part of this uprising. It's part of this ascension. You're either going with it, or you're getting caught up with it, or you're going to be left behind. So you need to know which part of that timeline you want to be in. I think a lot of you are going to be moving forward with this Knight of Pentacles here anyway. So if you are in the belief that you need something in particular before you can move forward, it's not a real, I won't use that word. It's okay. I was going to say, just remember that everything's law of attraction. What I'm about to say was very anti-law of attraction, kinda. But basically what they're saying is that if you believe you need something to move forward, it's going to come in. That's definitely going to come in. But at the end of the day, when I'm coaching and mentoring the law of attraction, it's kind of like you should try and find a place to be happy now and allow the universe to bring that in for you rather than needing something else to be fulfilled before you are fulfilled. But any which way, you're going to be victorious. So let's not get on into that. So we do have the Ace of Wands here. So you are building up energy. I was going to say momentum and energy at the same time. You are building up momentum. There is an increase in this energy. A lot of you are going to get a bit more of a spring in your step. A lot of you are going to turn your victories and actually be able to give back in the community in some way. If this is not you, this could be someone with this energy coming in to help you. So how bad do you want it? You know, do you want to stay in the fear and the lack and the concern and the worry? Or do you want the triumph? Or do you want to be the leader? Do you want to have your energy back again? This could be physical energy as well. It's going to be different for everybody. But at the end of the day, everyone, you need to really, really understand that inspiration is what leads to your motivation. You just don't wake up one day and be motivated. It doesn't work that way. You have to have an inspiration, something to reach for, something to look forward to, something to work your energy towards, so to speak. So if you are and you have been doing that, by all means, it's definitely coming in. I would say the next 3 weeks for those who are actively doing the energy work. Absolutely. Because you're just finding your strength. You're just finding your niche. You're coming together with it. They just said, it's not that you're finding it. They made me change that. It's you're coming into alignment with that. So even if you're not in alignment with it right now, please know that it's definitely coming in. Things are going to speed up at a very a very rapid rate. That's how I feel. We got the Two of Swords. So this is someone who's stuck in their own head. This is old thoughts that no longer serve them. It's kind of like that energy of believing external things block me from where I'm going. Maybe you are someone that just gets yourself caught up in other people's BS. You know, you're always in the middle, always caught up in the middle of things. It's not your drama, so to speak. You are being guided to get out of that right now. Get a little bit more selfish. Like I say, do that purging with the God boxes. Ask Spirit to bring you in the right resources you need because it's definitely on the way, and know that you are strong enough. And they just said, say no. So a lot of you are finding the strength and the stamina at the moment to start saying no to things. And that's awesome. That's awesome because when you know what you don't want, you'll not be a no person anymore. You'll become a yes person. And we want you to build this momentum into saying yes to more and more things. I'm not too concerned anyway because this energy is coming in anyway. We've got the Page of Cups here. So this is kind of like, this is your cup. You get to fill your cup with whatever you want. These are your dreams, your desires. The Page is a very early starting card. It's actually funny because we got the Knight of Pentacles here, which represents resources, abundance, good news, relief, anything of that nature coming in. It's been very slow coming with the Knight here. It's like, come on, mate, get your horse galloping a little bit faster to the point that, oh, okay, I've got what I want. I've got what I need. And now I can actually start pursuing other things. We're transitioning from this energy into this. Or if you're over here, you're still releasing the toxins. It's like I say, everyone's going to be a different timeline. But what I really want everyone to know, and we have this desire for all of you, and all of you are capable of it, whether you believe it or not right now. But we got the King of Pentacles. So this is the ruler of our own domains. We are the king and queen of our own castles. We have all the abundance, joy, prosperity, whatever we want. This is stability and security to me also. And this is definitely coming in. At the moment, we're in this energy, so it feels like it's so far away. But this is what we're building into. If I had to put a linear time on this, I would go between now and the next 12 to 18 months. You put in the energy work and really decipher what's no longer serving or adding value to your life by replacing it, and just spending each day just constantly soothing and soothing and soothing and soothing yourself, and not getting into the fire and the rage and the injustice and the, all that draining stuff. It's coming in. It's coming in. There's a resolution coming. You need to get out of other people's business or anything, especially anything that's not in our control. Holy shizball. Check this shit out. All right, so now we have the Seven of Cups. Ask for what you want. Surrender to the divine. Start putting your intentions and your desires out there. It's so funny because yesterday I was going to maybe do a week-long interactive law of attraction kind of, where to start. Because a lot of people have been asking me, where do I start? I might have to do that with this card. Watch this space. But anyway, this is put your prayer. Your spirit know what you want, and they're saying, which one do you want first? Do you want this cup, that cup? Do you want emotional peace? Do you want financial abundance? Do you want more social activity? Well, what do you want? What do you want? Write down what you want. Dear Spirit, I want a new car. Why do you want that new car? Because I want to feel safe and secure on the road. Because I want to start traveling a little bit more. I want peace of mind. I want comfort. I want this. Write all that down on a piece of paper. Chuck it in your God box, in your box of creation. Relationships, money, new job, whatever it is for you. Write out the list. Pop it in your creation box. Put it out there. It's going to come in. It's going to come in. Check that out. Three of Pentacles. Things coming back to you threefold. This is debts paid off. This is debts paid off. Plus, I've got a little bit more money left in the bank. And this is debts paid off, money in the bank, and then enough to splurge on bigger, better things. You know what I mean? This can be three different things. You might get love, a new car, and a house all in one hit. I'm not sure what this is. To me, this always represents a threefold. Things are coming back to you threefold. But you have to be mindful about what you're asking the universe for. Are you asking for more fear, worry, concerns, all that sort of stuff? Or are you asking for everything that's going to, help you move forward in life? It's going to be your choice. It's coming in anyway because this is our empire. What does your empire look like to you? You've got to look at the bigger picture, kids. You've got to look at the bigger picture. Because whatever's happening at the moment, nothing's going to come of the situation anyway. Wasting your time and energy getting into the fire of it, Time to look after your emotional self. If you want anything in life, you got to line up your thoughts and your feeling space with it. Check that out. Justice. What'd I say? Justice is coming anyway. No ifs, no buts. So are you going to use your wisdom? Are you going to learn your lessons? Are you going to create that balance and equilibrium, equality in your life? Sometimes we do. We need to say things that are a little bit more black and white. There's no grey matter. It either feels good or it doesn't. I'm either going to move house or I'm not. I'm going to save up and buy a new car or I'm not. Stop using other people as an excuse or other things as an excuse as to why you can't have what you want. That's the biggest message out of all this today. Because if you have that belief, if you believe that you need something else to make you feel better or to enrich your life or anything of that nature, you're flogging a dead horse because you'll get nothing in return. It's how it is. It's just how it is. But I love it because, like I say, this is coming in, but it's up to you guys to do the energy work. Things are going to get very black and white. It either makes sense or it doesn't. And I think that's what's coming to light right now. And when the truth does come out, which it always does, especially when we surrender to the divine in our personal circumstances or in worldly conditions, it's going to create a fire. It's going to create chaos and conflict to some degree because you've got people battling it out. Who's right? Who's wrong? It's going to be my way or you jump on the highway, all that sort of stuff. No, it's your way or the highway. Your way or the highway. Yeah. Everything's going to come full circle. Wheel of Fortune, baby. We are this close. A lot of you are feeling the pressure cooker being released at the moment. I know I am, and I know some of the people in my Patreon group, in my playground, they're feeling the same thing too, because they do the work, they do the energy work. But that we are coming out of a pressure cooker type of environment. Shit's going to go down. There are going to be some fiery climaxes because there's going to be a lot of angry people out there. I think they're angry for the right reasons, so to speak, but at the end of the day, we'll see. Why? Because there's judgment's coming. This come out a few weeks in a row. Judgment and justice. If you want justice in your life, you've got to make some judgment calls in your own life. You need to understand what feels good, what doesn't, what needs to go, what are you creating, what are you planning. This is on a worldwide thing as well. There's going to be judgment calls made. They don't tend to let me go too far into that because at the end of the day, it's kind of like legal and that. They're all got their own scripts and what they're trying to do or whatever. But, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to go in our favour. The wheels are going to start turning. We are going to start getting a lot busier, a lot freer, especially if you take some time out and stand your ground and know that you can do have whatever you want and gather the right resources and support around you to just get on with it. That's what they just said. You just got to get on with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't have to do the sifting and sorting anymore. Sometimes you do just wake up and go, you know what, I'm just so tired of this bullshit. I just need to do something else. What am I going to do next? What's something that's going to, you know, help me move further towards my ultimate desire? Because Judgment Day is coming and we will get justice. It is going to get very black and white. It either feels good or it doesn't. End of story. Look, guys, like I say, in the next 6 months, a lot of you who are creating your own reality, no matter what it is, you are going to get the stability and security. At the moment, we're just building up our momentum to that. We are getting more optimistic. We are staying in our own lane. We are gathering the resources that we need. We are, our inspiration is growing. And as a byproduct of that, we are going to be more motivated. If you are after security and stability, it's definitely coming in for you. Whatever's coming in with the Chariot here, it's very black and white. Very black and white. The symbology of the cards, I don't read the actual tarot card meaning. They tell me the timeline. But this is going to be very black and white for everybody. And when this is exposed, when this comes to light through judgment and through justice, you know, this is going to be a swift, hard change. It's going to be a very swift, hard change. And it's really important that when this happens, you leave the past behind you. You don't take that with you. It serves you no purpose. The only way you are going is forward. The only way you can create is forward. All you have is now. What you do now for yourself, firstly and foremostly, is of most importance right now. There is going to be money from work, more abundance from work. And it may feel like hard work during this time. But the trick is to find a way to do it in the best feeling space that you can and take a more inspired action rather than doing things because you have to or because you're being told to or because you feel like you have no other choice. You do have a choice. Look, we got power couple status coming in here too with the Queen of Wands. So my other card in here is probably too buried down to find it. But yeah, I can't find it. Oh, no, here it is. Sorry. So we got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So this is power couple status as well. So, you know, you may be balancing out your yin and yang and creating that masculine and feminine. So you're a really good boss and you're going to get the money as a result of that. Or, you know, if you're a man who's sort of struggling to take control back of their life, you know, you will get that control back in your life as well. It's going to be different for everybody. But yeah. It's coming in. But we just got to ride this wave because it's coming in very slowly, but it's definitely coming in surely. Nothing's going to come of the current situation. There is judgment coming. There is justice coming. Life is about to get black and white. Is your life black and white right now or is it all grey matter? All uncertainty, all unsurety, all that sort of stuff. You need to stand your ground. We are coming out of a very, very dark karmic cycle and we are just about to come into a new. So you need to remember your worthiness. You are worthy. You are an extension of positive source energy. You'll hear me say that all the time. If you don't believe me, go watch Esther Hicks, the teachings of Abraham. She channels non-physical. You'll get more information from there, but it's really important that you do things that are going to boost your confidence and your worth right now, especially when we're going through this icky situation. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. I love the line out of that movie. I can't think of it in my reading mind. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it, and she goes, "There are no victims in my classroom." That's the stance that I take with anyone who comes and has a mentoring or coaching session with me or joins my personal development playground or whatever. There are no victims in my world. There's always solution. Will we get out of this? Yes, we will. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is speaking volumes. Allow your intuition to be your fireball right now. Allow your internal guidance system to help you fire the passion and the desire to have a happy, peaceful, abundant, prosperous life right now, because we are heading into waves of prosperity. And it's not always about money. You know, prosperity to someone may just mean really good health, having your health restored. Some people do want the cash. I bring that on. Some people just don't want the stability and security of being able to buy their own home, to have a stable, secure car, to have more positive relationships, whatever it is, whatever you think or believe is your ultimate prosperity, it's coming in. It's coming in for you. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Yes, it's been a slow time coming for many, but it's about stepping out of how things currently are right now and stepping into your dream, your desire, and surrendering to the divine the best way that you know how. So yeah. Well, that's wonderful. It's nice to know. Spirit usually do tend to show me a red flag when it's something to watch out for, something to be mindful of. But I feel like we are right on track. We are right on track. Yes, there is shit going down, but it's important not to focus on that unless it impacts you directly. But, you know, our hard work is going to pay off. There's waves of prosperity coming in, and we are going into so many very big, hard and fast changes. So hold on to your hats, kids. That's all I can say. All right, my loves, I will see you again soon. Thank you so much. All my links to everything are down below if you want to follow me anywhere else. And thank you so much. It's always an honor to channel Spirit's messages and guidance for you all. All right, have a great week. Bye.